Obviously, we can't give you and go over every single navigational situation in this video, but these are some overarching tips that might help you when you're out in the field. Number one, always have an escape route or routes. The last thing you want to have happen is a tornado bearing down on you and Google Maps says there's a road, but your road ends abruptly. Then you're caught with your pants down, so to speak. Or if you're, say, on the northeast side of a tornado and it makes an abrupt turn to the left right at you. You need to have good quality escape routes that you can take to get out of the path of the tornado safely and quickly. And when you're in proximity to a tornadic supercell, always just be looking at the roads. Always be monitoring the roads, making sure you have an escape route, preferably more than one escape route in case things get hairy. This can be even north into the hail core of the storm. That kind of center of the precipitation of a supercell can house very large hail, but sometimes your only escape route might be north into the core of a tornado. Always remember that windshields can be replaced, but lives cannot. So as long as you have a good quality road to take to get out of the path of a tornado if need be, then you're going to be in good shape.
Safety is king. That's why these rules are not optional. Free ebook link in description.
Number two, be proactive, not reactive. Chaser convergence is a real thing these days. There are just so many chasers on the road as the hobby of storm chasing has become more and more popular. But there's only a finite amount of roads out there in some of these rural areas. So all these chasers are going to be packed onto one road. And when the storm moves close to that road, folks are going to have to reposition. So everybody's going to try to start repositioning at the same time. So be proactive. If you see a storm and it doesn't have any of those important features that we talked about earlier, maybe it's lost its wall cloud temporarily, or it looks like tornado production isn't all that imminent, maybe leave a couple minutes early from your spot and try to get to your next spot ahead of the storm, your next deployment spot ahead of the storm, ahead of the crowd. That's going to save you some time and save you some headache by being proactive and not reactive. Never drop in front of a tornadic storm from the north. That can be very dangerous because you're actually crossing the path of the tornado in most cases. I've been in situations like this where you don't have a ton of visibility. You're coming in from the north because it's the fastest option to get there. But that might not be the safest option because that often takes you through the hail core where visibility is much more limited. And you can pop out right into the quote-unquote bear's cage just south of that precipitation core near the location of where the mesocyclone is, and you can pop out to a big tornado that's barreling right at you with little time to readjust. So try not to drop in front of a tornadic storm from the north. Always try to approach from the west or the south or even the east is a much safer option there. Overall, just positioning wise, if you're new to chasing, maybe positioning just southeast of the tornado's track might be best when you're just starting out. Most tornadoes are going to move from southwest to northeast or west to east. Sometimes northwest to southeast. Just varies on the setup, but overall, if you're just to the right or just to the southeast of the tornado's track, that's usually going to put you in a good spot to watch the tornado safely and get some really good shots while being out of harm's way. So just keep those in mind. Once you get more comfortable with operating in and around supercells, then you can take a few more risks, getting a little bit closer, getting maybe on the east or northeast side of a tornado with, of course, keeping those escape routes in mind.
Remember to check out those links in the description below and then watch another video.